Hey everyone, Anxious Athlete here. Hope everybody's doing great. Thank you for visiting this video. I wanted to take the time today to go over a little bit more about my story. I've been getting a couple of emails from people saying that if I could expand a little bit and explain what I really went through and how my GAD and my panic attacks started to come to life and how I was able to overcome them. So just go a little bit deeper into what really happened in my life. Basically, GAD and panic attacks started to overwhelm me and started to take over my life at the age of 25, so somewhere around 25 and 26. I remember my very first panic attack where I was kind of in shock. I was thinking that I was having a heart attack, and I was at my friend's house, and I asked him to drive me to the Emerge because I was starting to get shortness of breath and I was starting to get tingly feelings in my arms. I really thought that I was having something serious was going on. And later at the doctor's, after numerous tests and stuff, they told me that I was fine, and I was really confused about it. And they just said that you had a panic attack, and it was the first one. After that, I was told to go to the doctor's, my family doctor, the next day and talk to him and see what he would advise. So I did that. I got an appointment. I talked to my family doctor, and instantly he wanted to put me on these anti-anxiety pills, which was Ativan, and another antidepressant. So that was his reaction to what happened the night before. He was pretty quick to pull the trigger and just say, this is going to cure your depression, and this is going to cure your panic attack. And I don't even know where he came up with depression, because I wasn't really depressed. He just kind of assumed. So I was kind of worried about how quickly he was able to just go into that road rather than giving me something else. And the other thing he advised was to start talking to a therapist. So all this coming from my first night of having a panic attack. Funny thing is, this was the night I actually played a tennis match the day that my panic attack occurred, and I was totally fine, and I played a good tennis match, and the night came around, and it felt like it just snowballed from one thing to the other. And I didn't pick up on that pattern for a very long time. It just kind of started slow, and it's just something I kept an eye on. I wasn't feeling good, starting to get dizzy, and then it just escalated, and then boom, that's when it happened, and I had to get a ride over to the Emerge. So basically that was my first panic attack. It was pretty scary, and it wasn't until years and years after my first panic attack, and constantly being filled with tons of worry, being in my comfort zone, because I know a lot of people who struggle with anxiety and struggle with panic attacks and so on like to stay in their comfort zone, because it's just such a scary thought to get out of your comfort zone and to take on something that you're fearful of, and that leads to depression right there. So what I had to do was I had to really evaluate what was going on, and it took me years before this happened. Until then, I was always searching for these external things, all sorts of things from people trying to help me. I was talking to everybody about my anxiety. I was telling them how I wasn't feeling good. I always had the flu. I think my immune system was down, it wasn't a healthy time in my life, that's for sure. And years after, I evaluated what was going on, and I came to a conclusion that I needed to do a step-by-step approach. I needed to take a good look at what was going on. So I had to start with the first thing, the very first step, and that was the idea of accepting what was going on, accepting that this was caused by my anxiety, accepting that this was caused by my fight or flight response. And so the first step for me that really worked was acceptance. The second step that really helped my acceptance was becoming knowledgeable. You have to become knowledgeable, and it builds a lot of confidence to know what's really going on deep down, what's going on with your body, what's going on with your mind at those critical stages when you're starting to feel a panic attack, and when you become a hypochondriac the way I was, and over worrying and stuff. So you're not alone in this struggle, that's for sure. I went through 6 years of it. So the second step is definitely to try to become knowledgeable about what's going on. The third step I wanted to tell you guys about was making sure that you you start to build on the facts of the past. The facts of what anxiety disorder is, and how nobody's died from it, and how your greatest fears have never come true. Building on the facts of your past is going to build confidence. It's going to take you to that higher level. It's going to take you to a place where you start to get out of your comfort zone, and you start to take steps to overcome your anxiety now. So it's very, very important to build on the facts. Even if I know everybody has gone online and found other people that have been struggling the way they have, and if you go on Facebook, on the groups and stuff, you're going to find that a lot of people have different types of fears, but a lot of people also have very similar fears, such as having a heart attack, or annoying kind of fears, like lump in the throat kind of feeling, which sticks around pretty much for your whole day. So there's different types of phases of anxiety that people face. So building on the facts is going to build your confidence. Number 4, taking action. You have to take action if you want to get some results. Do not do what I did, which was trying to just sit around or rest or do any of that sort of stuff and expect that one day you're going to overcome your GAD and overcome your panic attacks, because it's not going to happen. Your mind is programmed this way, to react this way. You're conditioned to fear, to act on your fears in a physical way, and panic attacks don't just go away by sitting around and doing nothing. You have to take action. By getting through the first 3 steps, you're going to have a good idea of what that action's going to be. Whether it's, what it has to be is a change in your mindset, obviously. So whatever's going on in your life right now, you're going to take a good look at it and go, well, this is the mindset that's got me to this point. This is the mindset that's not working right now. It's not working for me. These are the results that I'm getting from thinking this way. So a total reconditioning of your mind is the first step. The other thing is checking out what kind of lifestyle activities you're doing in your life. So what are you doing when you wake up? What do you do during lunch? What do you do at night? Are these things adding to your anxiety? Are these things adding to your fears and your panic attacks? So take a really good look at it. And I bet you're going to find that there's a lot of things that you can change. There's a lot of things that you can turn into something more positive. There's a lot. Basically, I started a journal. I started to do all those things like visualization, but I always knew about them, but I never really went about doing those things. I started to replace my bad diet that was actually causing my mood swings, and that was causing my negativity. You won't believe how much food actually makes a difference in your mood. It's unbelievable, actually. So number 4 is taking action. So the first step, let's go over it again, acceptance. The second step is becoming knowledgeable, making sure that you're investigating on what's going on with your body and what's going on with your mind. The third step is building on the facts. So you want to build on the facts of what other people's fears are and how they haven't come true, and how your fears haven't come true, and building up on the facts of your past. Number 4 is taking action. Number 5 is going to be accepting setbacks. Now this is a big one because a lot of people struggle with setbacks when they occur. When a panic attack occurs and you feel like you've gained some momentum from the last couple days or gained some momentum from the last couple weeks, people look at that as a complete failure, when in fact anxiety could be on their last leg, and they're just trying to it's just trying to impose itself one more time, kind of thing. So taking a better mindset to what setbacks really are is crucial. Accept them. Know that they're going to happen in your recovery, because it took me about 9 months to get over my generalized anxiety disorder and my worries and my panic attacks completely. 9 months after 6 years of struggling. So, but those 9 months, I was still experiencing, not as often, but I was still experiencing panic attacks and GAD and over worrying and stuff like that. So you have to make sure that you have the mindset that you're going to accept the setbacks, let them happen. Number 6, and the last step, is the most crucial, and it's patience. Basically, with anything that you want to accomplish, you have to make sure that you have a patient mindset. You have to look at this as a long run kind of deal. It's I'm guilty myself of looking at my GAD and my panic attacks as a very impatient kind of in a very impatient kind of way. I would go day to day. At nighttime, I would look over my day and go, well, this wasn't a good day, and that would carry on to the next day. Or this was a great day, maybe tomorrow will be good. So I was judging it from day to day, and that's the worst thing that you can do, because it puts so much pressure on yourself. I started to begin to have insomnia. I couldn't sleep because I was so worried about what the next day was going to bring, and how that day was so bad, and I just I couldn't continue on that path. So patience is huge. You have to have patience and make sure that you tell yourself that this is going to be and don't put a label on it where you go, I have to get cured in 2-3 months, or I have to get my life back in 6 months. And in the people that I'm trying to help, I'm noticing that everybody recovers in at different times, at different speeds. One person may be desensitized from their fears and change your lifestyle and mindset just like that, and in a week or two you just see a totally different person. But other people can take months to recover. So patience is huge. So those 6 steps, I hope that you write those down. I hope that you will take this knowledge and use it towards getting on the path to recovery and taking your life back the same way I did. And I look forward to everybody's results, success stories. Even the smallest success stories are great. I remember I wouldn't give myself enough credit for something that I did really well. When I was in my comfort zone and I was stuck at home for 31 days in a row, that's the definition of an agoraphobia. 31 days in a row I didn't leave the house. I was toast. I was just existing. I wasn't living. I was scared to walk down the street. But these 6 steps are going to get you out of that comfort zone and going to get you to start to desensitize yourself to the fears that you hold. So I hope that you guys use them. If you guys have any questions, theanxioustathlete@gmail.com. I look forward to your success stories, and subscribe because I will be making videos like this from time to time, and I look forward to any of the comments that you guys have. Take care.